kiss stealing, willing, dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing, dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Yeah, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring, son up.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Happy Friday. We back. We back. Listen, this segment has been a doozy. It's been very eventful. It was the swaying of opinions and emotions. You had the people on the left side or the right side talking about some, oh, it's real. They did their due diligence. And then you had the members on the left side talking about this.
Scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming.
Who's scamming?
Scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming.
Say what?
Scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming.
What's up?
Scamming up, 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 scamming. Scamming up, 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 scamming. Scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming.
Somebody scamming. Somebody scamming. And I'm just, I said from the beginning, I had no pleasure in doing this show. I mean, I had a little pleasure, but I didn't have a lot of pleasure, right? It just, I like fam. I like fam. I really do. I really do. I really like fam. You know what I'm saying? So it hurt my heart. It hurt my heart. But I have a job to do. And I can't be the voice of HBCU sports. I can't be the voice of the SWAC. And Bama's talking about Scotty taking it easy. Bama's talking about Scotty taking it easy. Listen, the whole premise is anybody can get it, because everybody be like, oh, Scotty, if it was us, you wouldn't have. Oh, Scotty doesn't do that to fam. He loves fam. He doesn't. Hey, listen, I've been on fam's ass, no Diddy, for like the last 4 days. At least about a good 3 of them jokers, right? So it just is what it is, right? Because at the end of the day, somebody was
scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming up, scamming.
Somebody was scamming. Somebody was scamming. It's just very simple, right? And listen, it all came down to the check. Listen, that's why Bama's don't write checks no more. You know what? That's why you can't trust ninjas with checks. You can't trust ninjas with checks. Okay? Now, a lot of people had something to say. But this one in particular individual, I hope somebody from FAMU knows your ass and says you was on Scotty's screen. Please bring this up. Now listen, Mr. Antoine Nelson, this is what happens when you get caught up in the hubbub of a headline, right? Y'all about to be tired of our ass with our rich ass. No, you about to be tired of me with your broke ass. God, niggas broke. All right. Y'all back to being broke. Ain't no filet mignon. Y'all Bama's back to eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches like everybody else. Okay? But listen, Mr. Antoine, it's not your fault. No, it's not your fault. It happens. This is what happened. You know what? It's a perfect song for this. It's a perfect song. Every time. And it's not just you, Mr. Nelson. It's HBCU alums. This can be the HBCU alum dummy theme song.
I'm trying to convince myself I found one, making the mistake I never learned from. I swear I always fall for your time, yeah. For your time, tell me why I always fall for your time. For your time.
I just can't explain this shit at all.
Oh, for your time.
I just can't explain this shit at all.
Oh,
I believe in people like you. Now, who am I to judge you on the side? I don't. You always fall for this. Y'all always fall for it. Y'all got all these hopes and aspirations that one day that we gonna cross that river of Jordan. One day, I'm going to see the promised land, and then y'all ninjas end up like Moses, looking at it from a distance. There has to be a realism. Like, listen, man. I'm not saying nobody's ever going to give an HBCU $237 million. I'm not. But nobody that looks like him is going to give HBCUs $237 million. And I had Bama's in my chat talking about some Scotty. You can't, Scotty, you can't judge a book by its cover. No, yes, the hell you can. Yes, the hell you can. Because that don't look like $237 million. That don't look like a billionaire. Okay? It's only so many people that can get away with being a bummy billionaire, and they white as snow. White as snow. But the ninjas, oh no, we come in cool, calm, collective. We clean. Because as a black man, as a billionaire, which I am not, but I'm just speaking on from what I've seen, you have to come with a certain je ne sais quoi to be, and you have to let them know that I'm in the room. White people are like, oh, this is just what we do. I'm wearing a Hanes t-shirt, got my Levi's on, got my snakeskin boots, But black people, it don't have to be super, super high fashionable, but it has to be sleek. It has to be sharp. Come on, man. Stop playing. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. So, once again.
I'm trying to convince myself I found one, making the mistake I never.
It's not your fault, Mr. Nelson.
I swear
It's not your fault. You know what's crazy though? Mr. Nelson went from, hold on, let me get this. He went from being on top of the world to being at the bottom. He went from here.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
He went from hide the money, y'all. Is poor people around, right? He went from that to
up on the tables or what?
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Tables or what?
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
hey. If y'all go see that comment in the Rough in the Swag group, that's like 200 comments underneath of it, yo. It's wild how quickly life comes at you. Life comes at you fast, right? But me being here for y'all, what did I tell y'all from day one? I said, FAMU, if this is not real, all you Bamas need to leave the SWAT group expeditiously. I said expeditiously. Got to get about them SWAT groups because they are going to kill you, right? They are going to kill you in the comments. But, hey, don't listen to me. What do I know? Now, once again, we all know the suspects in this whole journey and things like that, right? But I want to play a video that I feel is so damning, because if you watch the meeting, and a lot of y'all did, if you watch the board meeting, the energy from the board meeting from this video, night and day, complete night and day, right? So well, I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna break it down. I'm already gonna say I apologize because I'm gonna stop it and talk. I know y'all be like, Scotty, just let it, do what it is. Just do. Listen, I gotta break this thing down though. Gotta break this thing all the way down. So I want to play this video. This is the video taken after the announcement on stage, and they go in the back, and the news reporters are able to talk about said donation. Here we go.
In terms of my professional life that I've been near speechless, but I find something to say. I mean, this is an incredible gift. We talked about this several times. I think transformative is probably an understatement due to the impact it's going to have, and you get a little bit more of that when you hear from some of the places these dollars will be going. And so, Mrs. Gerami, as they're calling you out there on the internet, right? Thank you so much for this gift. Thank you for being a dear friend of Florida A&M University.
Now, the energy that he shows in this video is completely different. I mean, we was in the chat like, damn, man, can you speak up? Can you speak up? But that's neither here nor there. Let us continue. I want you to hear how he describes. I want y'all to listen very intuitively on what he says about how he had to hide this from everybody. And I really wish I would have put captions on it, but I didn't have enough time. But just listen.
Allowing us to do some things that we only dreamed about being able to do just a few days ago. As you said to someone earlier, this is something that didn't happen overnight. We've been working on this for 6 months or so. And
now you've been working on this for 6 months, and he still got over it. You've been working. I keep saying this. People can say what they want. It's a travesty. You said you've been working on this for 6 months, and he still got over on you.
We appreciate your patience. But on the record, I want y'all to all know that the hardest part of this for me was not saying anything about it, right? I mean, that we signed an NDA agreement, and I lived up to that. My wife wants to divorce me because, I didn't even tell her. But that's how important it was. I kept telling my team, don't y'all mess this up. And
he kept telling his team, don't y'all mess this up. Listen to the words that are used in understanding how you end up in this position. When you have your president telling a team not to mess this up. So if there was any hiccups, if there was any questions, if there was any type of, I don't know, don't mess this up. It shows you how ingrained it shows you how tied he was to the money. It wasn't about getting it right. It wasn't about, is this legit? It wasn't any of those factors. It was, don't mess this up. Okay.
to divorce me because I didn't even tell her. But that's how important it was. I kept telling my team, don't y'all mess this up. And that's the word I can use in this audience. But anyway, this has just been incredible. So I want to thank you, and your team, and the team here, led by Dr. Shante Friday-Stroud and so many others. Ms. Simmons, thank you.
Led by who? Give her all the credit.
So I want to thank you, and your team, and the team here, led by Dr. Shante Friday-Stroud and so many others. Ms. Simmons, thank you. She's really been the one who's put her arms around this and made it happen. And I'm just so overwhelmed that I really can't. I have to go and think about this some more to sort of digest it, right? 237 million isn't something that we get here on a daily basis, yearly basis. century basis. But it is something that is going to make a huge difference in the life of this institution as a whole. So I just want to thank you for that. Thank you for being a great friend and supporter of this institution. I think there are other implications as well, because it would suggest to others that if you really want to make a difference, in higher education and the lives of citizens around this nation, HBCUs are good places to look, good places to make those types of investments. And so thank you for that, and I am certain that others will follow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now let's hear from the man himself, Mr. Gregory Gerami, who's made this gift possible.
We hear throughout the day family at FAMU and family this and family that. And I'm here to tell you that everyone in this room has made me feel like a family member and brought me into their homes, in their car, brought me food, checked on me, gone over the speech multiple times and edit multiple times. And so I want to give a thanks to the president, of course, Ms. Simmons. I appreciate all your hard work. Dr. Friday, and your hard work. Ms. Sullivan, and your hard work. AD Sykes, for keeping everything hush-hush, and your hard work. And on behalf of our foundation,
For all you Bammers out there talking about why is AD Sykes on my hit list? Okay, let me just rewind that a little bit.
I appreciate all your hard work. Dr. Friday, and your hard work. Ms. Sullivan, and your hard work. AD Sykes, for keeping everything hush-hush, and your hard work.
Yeah, you about to be hush-hush on the unemployment line. You need to be hush-hush on the unemployment line. That's what you need to be. Let's continue.
And on behalf of our foundation, our trust, and our family, we're very honored to give this gift as the first token of our relationship with FAMU. And there's more to come over time. As we succeed and as we achieve our success, so shall FAMU.
I invite the chair of the Florida A&M University Board of Trustees, Ms. Kristen Hopper, to say a few things as well. So if you would join us, Chair Hopper.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Mr. Gerami. This is transformative. It is just almost unbelievable. I have to pinch myself just hearing about this and to think about the students that FAMU serves. Over 30% are first-generation college students, 60% Pell Grant eligible. And when Mr. President says that you can get anywhere from FAMU, and I think about your story and what you've been able to achieve, what you've been able to overcome, and this transformative gift that will make a difference in the lives of so many thousands of students, I'm literally holding back the tears right now. Thank you is not adequate enough for this small token. And we want more tokens.
Anybody else
So
got
thank
any
you so
tokens?
much.
I don't have those kind of
I don't have those kind of tokens either. Yeah, but it's been wonderful. So, all right.
So are you a graduate from Florida A&M?
I'm not.
When did you think about coming here with your donation? How did that come
I would say earlier last year, mid last year, we had some conversations, and I would say it was a smaller amount than this one. And then over the conversations, we let the university kind of give us an idea of what their needs were. And then we kind of homed on those needs, and then it came up with this dollar amount.
And so what might be some of the usage?
Well, you're going to hear a lot about that later, but I'll tell you the major categories is number one is first and foremost is student success, right? We have several of the individuals in this room, believe it or not, have $1 million endowments in their name, right? To go to direct student support initiatives. So that's thing number one, right? It's going to do a lot for students who have some disabilities, so to speak. A huge piece will be going there. And that's part of our student success initiative. We don't want any student who comes here to feel left out. We want to be able to provide for all of them, right? Whatever their needs are, right? From those who might consider themselves to be the best and the brightest scholars to those who might be on the edge of just barely being here because of the limitations that they might have financially.
Boy, if Maya didn't hit this on the head, this his energy is completely different than the board. Completely different. Boy, you knocked that one out the park.
You know, physically or in some cases mentally. So we're going to really use these monies to make a hit at.
That man said, this man is a nuclear physicist. This man just said, we're going to use these monies. Okay.
A number of areas that we've deliberately thought through over these last several months. There's a large piece for athletics, right? And I do recall, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think it's like a $24 million just to redo the field house, right? And so that's an immediate need and certainly will have a lasting impact on athletics, but there's so much more, you know, and so, you know, but just remember our primary focus here is on student success. Even in the things that you think about for athletics, people forget about the fact that they are students too. There are funds in there to support them being able to pursue NIL deals, all of those kinds of things that are in today's reality for students.
Is it just me, or does Miss Harper look like that teacher off SpongeBob? I'm so sorry. I know y'all gonna kill me for this one. She does look like Miss Puff. Oh, I knew it. You cannot tell me that this lady does not look like Miss Puff. I'm like, you cannot tell me she does not look like Miss Puff. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, now that I see it, I can't unsee it. I'm sorry. That just bothered me. I was like, man, she looks like somebody. And I'm just like, once you see it, you just can't unsee it. You feel me? I'm so like I'm serious. I could not unsee it.
Athletes, right? So
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. All right. I'm sorry.
I don't want to leave them.
Let's continue.
Out. So that's my point is, we've looked at all of the key areas of the institution, linked those to our strategic plan, boldly striking and investing in places that are going to allow us to fulfill the goals and objectives of that plan.
For you to be able to give this kind of investment into the university community, what does it really mean to you to see how impactful it already is for people just hearing the news? But for you, how impactful is it to see this go to work?
I think when you look at, I'm a businessman, so when you look at
okay, you gotta, y'all gotta, okay, all right, take the joke aside, but y'all gotta hear what this man said. He's like, oh, I'm a businessman. You have to listen very intuitively of what he's saying, because for somebody who says they a businessman, how he pronounces this word or how he describes this word is completely wrong. Completely wrong. But all right, all right, let's go. Let's get ready. All right, here we go.
It already is for people just hearing the news, but for you, how impactful is it to see this go to work?
I think when you look at, I'm a businessman, so when you look at investing, and this is investing in the student success, as the president said, you want to make the most, and you want to get the most on your ROI, return on your investment. And so when we looked at this gift, and all of us went through the categories of where the funds are going to, I think at the end of the day, the ROI is going to be probably the best ROI I've ever done, and I'm pretty good at ROIs.
What is RI? Can somebody explain to me? I said I'm really good at RI. It is ROI. If anybody does not understand that, it is ROI. So when he was talking, I was like, is he talking about research? I was like, is he talking about research? I'm like, research and, I'm like, research and innovation. I'm like, research. Like, so I had to watch it again, and I had to really get what I said, I know this Bama is not calling ROI R. I said, boy. The man said, roll out it. I'm really good at RI. I'm really good at RI. Like, what? You in a room full of Bamas with doctorates, and nobody picked up on that? You got, okay. All right. Okay. I'm really good at RI. I'm a businessman.
Return on your investment. And so when we looked at this gift, and all of us went through the categories of where the funds are going to, I think at the end of the day, the RI is going to be probably the best RI I've ever done, and I'm pretty good at RIs.
Best RI I ever done. I'm pretty good at RI.
And did you mention that the amount is already like in the FAMU Foundation account?
It is, and I'll let Dr. Friday speak to that.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Shante Friday Stroud.
Now look, now y'all know. Now if you watched the meeting yesterday, you know how quiet Stroud was in that meeting. Look how she came into this, Jake.
Who is the Vice President for Advancement, but also the Dean of the School of Business.
Good afternoon, everyone. So Mr. Gerami and the trust, the Batterton Trust, they have already transferred the stocks to our account.
This was recorded the same day the announcement was made. So they are literally coming off the stage into a back room. It's the same day the announcement was made, just to give you a quick update.
And so we hold the certificates for those stocks. Yes.
In the amount
indicated here, yes.
And like during the meetings that took place to like make this a reality, has there been any money designated to specific programs yet?
So there are probably 5 pages worth of, it's not probably, there are 5 pages worth of areas on campus where the dollars will go. Dr. Robinson highlighted a couple of those areas. There's one for every category of the 5 strategic priorities in our boldly striking strategic plan. There's some for athletics, there's some for CEDAR, there's some for entrepreneurship, there's some for College of Agriculture and Food Sciences, there's some for the School of Nursing. So those pretty much encapsulate.
The School of Business and Industry. Don't forget about yourself.
Well, it's really not specifically, but the
entrepreneurship.
And then there's some that's president, as well as.
Y'all see that smile? Y'all see that? I mean, it's not really like, I mean, we're getting a little bit of money. It's like entrepreneurship and stuff, but I mean, just a little bit. And none of that was yesterday. Yesterday, that woman was on the screen like this. The whole time. She in the meeting. She in the board of directors meeting like this. Yeah, so I was, so we was talking, so I was just, doing based off the, what I'm saying? The whole time. The whole meeting. Not one time could you see her full silhouette. Not one time. The whole meeting is nothing but eyes. Looking like that man from Home Improvement. You know the Bama that be over the fence? The Bama that be over the fence talking to, hey, yeah, man. So, like I was saying, your kids knocked the ball over the fence. You know what I'm saying? The whole time she talking to the man over the fence. Hey, yeah, so your kids was, I'm just saying, if you just keep the ball on your side of the field, come on, man. She had some nerve, hair stringy, didn't look nothing professional. Now she up in that jank. I mean, really, it's in the entrepreneurship program. Yeah, I ain't see none of that yesterday. Miss Kidd had you on skates. Yeah, how about the this is what Miss Kid was doing.
Who's to blame? Just overhead and out of town.
Boy, if I can find that song. There was a oh skate, but that's how she had y'all stop playing me.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Cruz coming out tonight.
Boy, if I can find that song. Can't find it right now. Had y'all had that girl. Oh, skate. She was in that. Going backwards. Back skate. She was. Oh, stop playing. Stop playing with Kid. Anyway, let's continue.
General university support. So enough categories that they are restricted, but some flexibility within those restricted accounts.
You mentioned the size of this was helps your endowment so much. I mean, percentages were pretty
So
interesting when you mentioned
the some of the funds will be in endowed accounts, and then other funds will be in expendable accounts. And so pretty much for every one of the areas mentioned, there will be a component that's endowed. And the great thing about that is those dollars themselves will stay there, but it will be the interest earnings that in perpetuity will give those areas dollars to operate with. But then there will also be those that are expendable. And those expendable areas, we have identified some of the uses for what those expendable items will be.
So this is what I was trying to put in perspective in my remarks during commencement, is that our current endowment values is somewhere around 150 million. Okay.
160.
Yeah, 160. You know.
Why she try to act like she know everything? Why she try to act like she know everything? But yesterday. Yesterday she was like this in that meeting. Yeah, stop playing. Stop playing like she wasn't out there. She was grooving. Or she was skating all the questions. She was skating all the questions. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. What you got to say? Said, hey, hey, hey. What you got to say? Hollywood swinging.
The girl was skating. The girl was skating yesterday. She couldn't answer nothing directly. Nothing. But now she in the 160. She got all the answers. Oh no, it was 160. Yeah, okay. You answered them questions when Kid was asking you them questions, you ain't had no answers. All right.
Do some wise investments in market trends and put that in comparison to this gift. Is what I was thinking. This is $100 million. I mean, more than our endowment near about. And so it's a huge Can we say it one more time? Transformative gift.
As I said, beyond transformative.
Before.
And I said beyond transformative. But yesterday, I remember when it was too long ago. Woo! I went to a theater and I saw the Cool in the Gang show. Hey! I always wanted. Come on, man. Give me my black skates. Give me my black skates. Cause that's what she was doing yesterday with the glow lights, all that. Give me my man. Let me. Oh yeah. Okay, let me show y'all the meeting yesterday. See, y'all don't believe me. A lot of y'all didn't watch the meeting yesterday. Y'all didn't watch the meeting yesterday. Okay, let me show y'all the video of the meeting. Y'all didn't watch it yesterday. It's all right though. Y'all didn't watch it yesterday.
Hang on.
Rice and trash.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Rice and trash.
That was Stroud right there going through the middle. There she go right there. Slide through the middle. That's Stroud right there. Anytime she got a question, spit on them ninjas. Spin and skate. Stop playing me, man. That's all it was yesterday. Whole bunch of skating and sliding and gliding. That's all it was. Nobody wanted, think about it. Nobody wanted to admit whose fault it was or whose job it was or who didn't see what or who didn't do which. That's all they was doing was skating questions. They were like, hey, whose fiduciary responsibility was, skate. Not me. Like, that's all they was doing. So how did you know? Well, I told Larry Robinson, skate. Like, come on, man. Didn't do it. Like, come on. That's all you saw all yesterday. Ben was just skating the question. That's it. Man, come on, man. Stop it. That's all I'm saying.
Going to ask for the due diligence report and third-party evaluation to try to quell a lot of the questions. But what I just heard is that it didn't exist and that we're deferring valuation until later when we're making public announcements. And so the structure of the deal, I think we started hearing it with questions with Disciplina. Are these restricted shares? How is it structured? Who was the issuing company? So we got that answered. How are we vetting the due diligence? Is there a KYC report, et cetera? And so where I'm going to leave this, because I think we can't answer the questions I originally had, is really going to President Robinson. I need to understand from you when you were aware, how were you involved in this process, and what was the decision-making thoughts around excluding both the board of the foundation as well as from the vice chair's announcement yesterday.
Talk your shit, kid!
To get to this position to make a public announcement the way we did. I would like to hear from you, your level of involvement, when you knew how decisions were made up to this point.
Yeah, thank you very much. Director Kidd, I have been involved.
Look at Stroud. Stroud is right next to him you see Miss LeBeau on the right. Stroud is right next to the left. I told y'all she never showed her full face. Everybody else got their full face in the camera except Stroud. Continue.
Involved in the process pretty much all the way along. When the money proposed gift, rose above a certain level, I was informed by Ms. Simmons enough, and I have been following it throughout. At the time, it rose to the level of a stock change when the NDA agreement was made. I was committed to honoring that agreement, which indicated that I could not share them, not only with this board, but also with my boards here as well. She was made aware of this event, of this activity on Saturday, like so many other people were. And so I was compelled by the NDA agreement not to violate that for the potential of losing what we thought was a great opportunity at the time. And there's really, I don't know if we violated any Foundation Board of Directors policy or procedure when it came to this gift receipt. But I do think it's something worth considering how we might handle such gifts in the future.
7096 coming to you.
Hey, Scotty.
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is TMB that's in the chat.
What's up, man?
Hey, doing all right, man. Look, a couple things. I wanted to apologize to you because I was going back and forth with you all week, but I see what the whole process is. So I respect what you do. I love what you do. Do your thing. My questions were when the process was going on, I didn't fully understand. So now that I do fully understand, it's all good. Obviously, they running game out of pocket. It's ridiculous. The second thing was, obviously, with laws changing, who knows how this plays out? You right, they may get the money. Then again, they might get zero. So, all due respect, but it's just crazy how a public university could get wrapped up this way. But that's really all I have to say, man. I appreciate, love the show. Keep doing what you do.
Well, thank you, TMB. I appreciate the comment, man. Thank you for the call. Let me say this. I don't know what TMB, how TMB don't think, TMB still think they're getting the money? Listen, hey, listen, TMB, that's a trusting ass Negro right there. That Bama, that you could steal money in front of him and say, you know what? He didn't do it. I need him on every jury. Any jury that has a black man being convicted, TMB need to be on jury. You just need to have he needs to be the one person that had a hung. Young Thug needs TMB on the jury selection. Cause you telling me, I still don't know. I mean, they could possibly get the money. Like, what? What are you talking about? Possibly get, there is no money. That's the whole thing. There is no money, TMB. Anyway, this right here to me is why I have such a problem with FAMU. You doubled down. You doubled down. Like, you legit told your press release people to put out a statement saying, yeah, I know what it looks like. I know it looks sketchy. I know you don't know who he is. But we did our part. We did our due diligence. And the money's in the bank. What? Now, we're putting a pause. We're going to put a hold on. No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said when you were saying it. No, you was all big and bad in your press release. Let me read it to y'all. Let me read it. While FAMU is still extremely excited about Mr. Gregory Harambe's historic announcement yesterday, we are fully aware of the skepticism that sometimes comes with such a large... Ain't no skepticism when it's given by an actual billionaire. I'm going to say that again. See, they're trying... the Bamas in the communication department need to be fired too. Because how you're trying to make it come off is like, we don't understand if a billionaire gave money, how it wouldn't look right. No, that's not true. The ninja wasn't a billionaire. You couldn't find anything net worth related to him. If Tyler Perry gave y'all $100 million, ain't nobody gonna question that. All they gonna ask is how long it gonna take before we get all the $100 million. If Michael Bloomberg if Oprah gave you $50 million or $100 million, ain't nobody gonna question that. Because we know they're a billionaire. But when you're telling us, oh, I know you have skepticism over the gift because of the amount. No, it's not the amount. We don't care about the amount. That has a part to play in it. But you can't find this ninja's net worth. Any Google search leads you down the most sketchiest of paths, and you blaming us for doing the due diligence that y'all didn't do. Everybody in the communications office needs to be fired. As expected, some individuals in public are and will continue researching Mr. Harambe. Please know that FAMU has done its due diligence when it comes to this matter. Additionally, Mr. Harambe has and continues to do his own due diligence on things that have been and are happening at FAMU. Now, what in the blue hell is his due diligence on FAMU? Why are you researching us for? What you researching us about? Ain't nothing to research. I mean, we the #1 public HBCU. What we talking about? So what's there to research? You either gonna give or you ain't. Let's continue. While a non-disclosure agreement we signed prevents us from disclosing many details as to how you got this far, as we reported on May 4th, Mr. Harambe transferred $237 million worth of stocks into our account last month. Mr. Harambe's $237 million stock transfer was received in the same manner in which we accepted all other stocks donated to the university through FAMU Foundation, Inc. As with any non-cash gift received, such as cryptocurrency, blah, blah, blah. Again, we greatly appreciate Mr. Harambe and the Isaac Madison family, 7 Trust generosity. Our students will be the beneficiary of the most generous contribution. It's the doubling down for me. Because this is what happens. You're doubling down, but the work you did in the front end didn't allow you to be this confident in the back end. Because you cannot, I'm sorry. And I'm going to keep saying this. Brian of the bowling strike zone, you owe Jarrell Blakely an apology. I'm gonna keep saying it till the cows come home. I don't watch y'all show very often, but I damn sure watched it the last Wednesday. And you came at that man talking about how he ain't no investigative reporter, how he ain't this and how he ain't that, and your own school got exposed. Talk about what they didn't do. So you owe that man an apology for what you said about him on your platform. That's flat out. Flat out. Because unlike you, Kelvin played the political role and say, hey, I would like to believe it's true. I hope it's true. But we'll see where the cards lay. That's what Kelvin said. That's great politics. I'm a FAMU alum. I love FAMU. I hope it works. I'm not going to speak bad on the institution nor what's going on. And Kelvin also said, I cannot get mad at people coming up with their own opinion off the research that they've done and have questions about it. Right? Which everybody did. So once again, Brian from the bowling strike zone, you owe Jarrell Blakely an apology on your platform. Because if you don't know by now that it's a scam, well, you just ain't gonna know. You don't want to see the truth of what it is. Because why would you be having an emergency board meeting? Why would you be having an emergency board of trustee meeting? Why would they be putting 200? If somebody gave me $237 million, I wouldn't be on this channel right now. I'll be spending it right now. I'll be spending it right now. ASAP. But why y'all not spending it? Why is it on hold? Why is it on pause? Okay. Just a little something. Just I'm listen. You know me, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. All the way 100. That ain't right. That ain't right. Point blank period. I've apologized numerous times on this platform, so ain't gonna hurt you to do right by somebody. Here we go. This when you know it don't matter how many letters or degrees get put behind your name, black people still gonna be black. Black people still gonna be black, but not, okay. Let me preference this. You have a level of black people. If you give them a certain amount of money, a high amount of money, that they gonna go spend it. But then you have a level of black people who get a high level of money and then they just keep working like they never got the money. So let me, I'm gonna preference that, right? I'm gonna preference that. This is the Negro who you get money and then I don't need no help. I don't need no help no more. Hey man, you know, I was gonna come help you cut you. I don't need you to come by and cut my grass no more. I got Julio and them. The landscaper gonna come by and cut. Oh, my bad, dog. You know, I usually just helped out because you said you couldn't afford it, but no, I got it now. I'm good. Right? That's essentially what he did. That's essentially what he did. Right? Because if you read it, it says FAMU rescinded 15 million blueprint requests for Bragg Stadium after now paused $237 million donation. Let me read this. 2 days. This Negro was trying to stunt, okay? 2 days after FAMU University announced it received an eye-popping $237 million donation, President Larry Robinson notified the Blueprint Board that the university was no longer interested in pursuing the $15 million in additional funding for Bragg Stadium. Now, if you're new to this thing and you don't know what the blueprint is, because I did not know, so I had some FAMUans, people call me, some Tallahassee people called me and explained to me what blueprint was. Blueprint is an entity that uses the tax money in the county, and they do projects for Florida State, FAMU, the overall goal of them is to improve the county, well, Tallahassee or all the, you know what I'm saying, of the area, to improve like people coming in and doing stuff or whatever. So you pitch your project like, hey, I want this. And then the city councilors and commissioners come together and they say yay or nay. It's 12 of them. You got to get a majority vote to do your project or whatever. So FAMU asks for additional funds. They got 11-1 no, right, on that. So now, they made another pitch of the 15 million or whatever. But ninjas being ninjas, what did he do? I'm good. I got it. I don't need that. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you straight up. There's a video, and I'm telling you right now, there's a video of Old Dirty Bastard as a rapper, like ODB, top rapper. He just did the feature with Mariah Carey. He's on video saying, they asked him, like, you still get welfare checks? He said, yeah, it's free money. Why would I turn down free money? And I say that this is when you know ninjas don't know what they be doing. Why would I take myself out of the running for free money? That's $15 million that I ain't got to use of my own money. Just because I have it doesn't mean I should want to spend it if somebody is going to be willing to give me $15 million. That to me, listen, you talking about a bad look. This is a ninja who's saying, hey, listen, I don't need y'all niggas no more. We good over here. You know what I'm saying? I got, good example, somewhat good example, right? You at work, you know what I'm saying? You at work, your money in the month ain't matching up. So you ask a coworker, hey man, you think you can let me hold $20? You know what I'm saying? Until my check clear, on Friday. Oh yeah, man, no problem. It's 20. Friday come, you come to work with Outback, you going to lunch to Sizzler, you going to Golden Corral to eat, and the dude over there like, you still owe me 20. I got you. We good. Essentially, that's what Larry Robinson is doing to the committee. Like, bro, like when you didn't have it and you was asking us for it, you couldn't hope and pray that we'd give you $15 million. Now you got $237 million. Now you don't know how to act. All right. Last thing before I get up out of here. Got to give you a little word on the street. Now, word on the street is this. Just a little few things. Word on the street is Harambe was in tally for 2 weeks on FAMU's dime. I'm talking about living. I'm talking about Pretty Woman style. I'm talking about he in tally like Pretty Woman. Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman in the hotel room, feet kicked up, bubble bath, candles lit, everything. Harambe living it up. Room service, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Pretty Woman style. Other word on the street. The outfit Harambe wore, FAMU purchased it. The outfit Harambe wore, FAMU purchased it. It's a lot of money they dishing out for fake money. Now, this go either way. Now, I heard some rumors that this happened, so I'm just going to go with it. It said the reason the announcement was made was to one-up Spellman's donation. That's some true gossip right there. And word on the street as well is after the news broke that it was fake, they kicked Harambe out of the hotel. And I hope he enjoyed himself. Oh, man! Finally get to hear from the man of the hour. The Bishop, Mr. Campbell, coming to you.
Listen, man, I know you're about to go, but I've got something I need to read. And this is just a prelude to what's going to happen next week.
Uh-oh.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equal and important groups. The police who investigate the crimes and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are the stories. In the criminal justice system, fraud-based offenses are considered especially heinous. At FAMU, at the Offscript CSI, we have dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies. And the members of this elite squad are known as the Offscript Special Victim Units. These are their stories. Their story will be coming next week. We are putting together charges on all of them. Pelican Bay, 23-hour lockdown. We are researching everybody and everything. So I just want to be very clear that there will be mass charges. We even got calls from the damn Justice Department saying, what the hell's going on in Tallahassee? So, Scotty, we will be working with you to put together, because, you know, this is bigger than the Southern Mafia family. You know, we broke that group up, right? We broke up.
That is true.
The Jackson State ring. But this is bigger than that. This is bigger than that.
Detective Campbell.
So, you know, I just want to make sure.
I got a couple calls last night from a few concerned citizens. And I actually got a call from IA, Internal Affairs. They said they didn't know.
Uh-oh.
They said they didn't know if you'll be able to investigate it because there's a conflict of interest. So Internal Affairs was saying, hey, we might need to step in. Listen, I'm telling you, I got called. I was on a 3-way call. No lie, I was on a 3-way call from people at different divisions and said, hey, if you need us to step in, Scotty, Internal Affairs is here. And we understand that there is a conflict of interest between Detective Campbell and FAMU. So if you need us with that, I said, I will.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Because I know you all, like I said, we got very smart people. And you know you have the Justice Department, but sometimes you have to go get a special prosecutor, right? Sometimes you have to go get a special prosecutor. So you know we do have additional special agents, part of the Offscript Special Crimes Unit. So I am talking to my special agents. We might have to bring G from Alcorn in. Might have to bring him in. So, you know, I'm very close to this situation. I do know some of these people, but I want everybody to be clear that justice will be served, because that's the most important thing. Because we just want to get to the truth. So I just want everybody to know that we are working on this case. We are putting together our big board together. As you all know, like I said, when we convicted the Southern Mafia family, we had to have all the players in the game. We'll be doing the exact same thing. I just wanted to call in and just let everybody know that.
Thank you, Detective Campbell. We appreciate that. Listen, I appreciate him taking this job seriously, because I'm telling you right now. I swear on everything I love, I got a call from 3 individuals, and they said, Scotty, if Detective Campbell has a conflict of interest of doing his job, Internal Affairs will step in. They said Internal Affairs will step in. They said, I need to see that Cadillac down in Tallahassee. That's what they said. They said, I need to see that Cadillac down in Tallahassee. So we'll see. Got to put them 20. Got to put them 20s on the road. Got to put them 20s on the road. So it is what it is. But the last thing before I go, right? What I want people to understand is, and realistically, of why I keep clamoring for Larry Robinson's job is not because I just want to see a black man fired, because people love to say that, right? It's what Miss Kidd brought up yesterday was a great point. It's always about the processes of things with FAMU. And what makes it even worse is FAMU has very competent alums that know what they doing, that own their own businesses, except Christian Sharp, except Miss Puff, right? But everybody else, they are very competent in running what they do. If I brought you up, if I brought the list of board members up and you saw their jobs, you'd be like, oh my God, like this is my thing. But when it comes to FAMU, it always comes down to the process of things, right? So these are all the things that have happened in the last 24 months under President Robinson. The national compliance issue with the football team and how that backlash happened. The firing of A.D. Gaucher. And listen to me when I tell you, I know a lot of you guys are like, Scotty, that's old news. Listen to me. I have the depositions of everybody involved with that lawsuit with Gaucher. So I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, that lawsuit by Gaucher got thrown out. Okay. I got all the depositions. I have all the evidence. I have every exhibit known to man in that lawsuit. I have all the investigative reports from both sides. I have it all. And when I get this thing cleaned up and I figure out how I want to approach it and how I show the masses and all the evidence that was going to be displayed against FAMU and Larry Robinson and how it was a coup to get him out of his job, trust me, you'll see. The hiring process of AD Sykes, a complete sham. A complete sham of how she got hired. Just ridiculous. How in the blue hell is a woman that's not even in the top 7, how is she hired? Again, processes. Again, a sham. Hiring coach debacle. So let me get this straight. Gaucher gets fired because this is in his letter of termination. This is in his letter of termination. He gets fired because he didn't go through the process of hiring the coach correctly, one of the coaches correctly. Tiffany still has her job, and the guy she picked, everybody was against him. So she had to go through a committee to get a new coach. I digress. And then at the end of it, a $237 million giving scam. Processes, procedures. All this falls under the purview of the president, and it's a pattern. It is a pattern of misconduct. It is a pattern of oversight. It's a pattern of you don't give a damn. Because at the end of the day, the pattern keeps being the process that FAMU goes through is not smart. It's not proper. It's nothing tangible to be like, we should have a system in place that negates or avoids these issues, but it always comes up. I don't want to say always, but it finds itself rearing its ugly head at the most unopportune times for FAMU. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. So listen, at the end of the day, in my conclusion of this saga, it's a wrap. We should all know this is a scam. We should all know this is a scam at the end of the day. And I don't think it's going to hurt FAMU. Now, I will say this. I call some individuals, well, they pretty much called me. And a couple people told me that don't be surprised if anything was leveraged. Listen to me very closely. If anything was leveraged or if anything was moved or like actual cash was moved around, bank fraud is coming down the line. Listen to me when I tell you. If any cash was transferred for any of these stocks, do not be surprised if bank fraud is coming down the line. So, just trying to keep y'all up to date and abreast of the issues. Now, listen. Want to wish all you moms out there happy Mother's Day. I will not be coming on over the weekend unless something crazy pops off. So make sure you tell your mama that you love them, right? Listen, if you a husband and you got a wife, that ain't your mama, okay? She the kid's mama, okay? You got your mama, okay? So don't be expecting all this stuff from your husband. You ain't my mama, okay? You my wife, not my mama. You the kid's mama. It's total difference. All right. They be like, oh, where's my Mother's Day gift? You ain't my mother. I didn't come out your hoo-ha. Just want to make that very clear. All right. Also, if you would like to give to any of the baby registry stuff for our newborn coming, because my wife will be a first-time mom, right? Please, in the description below, the baby registry stuff is in the description below. Make sure you click on it, check it out, see what you can give, see what you're going to all love. If you don't want to give anything, if you don't want to buy anything, you are more than welcome to Cash App. You are more than welcome to Cash App us, Offscript TV, 2 T's, Offscript TV, right? All right, you're more than welcome to Cash App us. We appreciate it. All you guys to support, absolutely love you. I want to thank you for anybody who sent me money on Cash App for me showing the FAMU Foundation board meeting. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So just want to tell y'all thank you for that. And listen, you already know what it is. I'm gonna keep bringing that heat, bringing that stuff. You already know. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm a holler. God bless.